We've got all your Connecticut numbers in through April, according to the MLS. Connecticut being a very different market from the rest of the country, lowest inventory across the 50 states. We're going to go over what that means for through the first 4 months, what that means for your median home prices, your average home prices right now going up and defying really the rest of the country, or are they staying flat, similar to what the rest of the country has been experiencing? New listings, are we seeing more inventory come on to help with this constraint that we are facing with? And where are pending and closed sales at right now? And how does that compare historically to other markets of, I would say slower recovery times? How does that compare to the GFC? Before we do all that, Chaz, you have a national comparison to kind of just highlight the fact of how Connecticut's market is on the extremes in comparison to the national trends in so many ways.
Yeah, absolutely. As you mentioned, we continue to have the lowest inventory in the country, but that is not slowing down the market. So even without enough homes to sell, we are continuing to accelerate. And Zillow came out with a report that 18.5% of U.S. homes sold in 7 days in February of 2026, with those listings 2.6 times more likely to sell above asking price. And some of the top markets saw over 30% of homes sell within a week, while the slowest dipped as low as 2.7%. And we've been continuing to talk about this one market in particular here in Connecticut for at least 3 or 4 years. In 2023, I think it kind of started to make its way up, but we've seen it grow from the top 25 to the top 20 to the top 10 to now number 2 for the fastest markets in the US. This is ranked by median days depending. And so that means from when the house came on the market to when it went under contract. And coming in at number 1 is Kansas City, Missouri. But at number 2, the market that just won't quit, the hottest market, one of the hottest markets in the entire country and has been for a number of years now, is Hartford, Connecticut, with homes going from active to pending in 6 days on for the median. The other interesting stat is they did a top 10 markets by the share of listings that went pending within 7 days. So St. Louis, Missouri, coming in at number 1. They were number 3 in terms of median days. But again, at number 2, Hartford, Connecticut, with over 35% of their listings going pending within 7 days.
In
That is
7
a
days,
staggering number. And then when you get down and you start to look at some of the other hot, we're talking the hottest markets here. Number 10 is at 30.3%, but they also looked at the other bottom 10 of the market. And so just to kind of put that in perspective, I know you mentioned Texas. Austin, Texas, ranked by share of listings that went pending in 7 days or less, only 2.7% of Austin, Texas's listings went pending in 7 days or less. And in Hartford County, Hartford market, that general area, over 35% of them.
So under 7 days for Hartford metro area. Across the state, single family homes have a median days on market of 11, so slightly above, but compared to the country, really, really low number there. The average, when you average that out, you're at 27 days on the market right now for single family homes. If you just go back, I always like to look at this historically. Okay, if we go back to like our last normal May or April, because we're comparing April. So let's go back to 2019 before the world kind of changed. The average days on market for single family homes in 2019 was 69. Skelly, one of Skelly's favorite numbers. Right now, 27 average days on market. So very different comparison there. 11 is the median days on market, as we mentioned, and 2019 April was 41 median days on market for single family homes. If you go back to 2012, as that real true bottoming out of the Connecticut housing market, the average days on market was 99. And boy, I got to tell you, I mean, if you're trying to sell a house in 2012, you're like 99, try 990. There were some homes, certain particular price points, particularly the shoreline, that took hundreds and hundreds of days on the market. So particularly once you creeped up in price a little bit, and you were on the shoreline, remember Superstorm Sandy, what that did to the shoreline market there for so long. So, all right, homes are taking the shortest time period ever, even faster than during the COVID low interest rate fueled market. Okay. So even during the fake financial times of 21 and early 22, when rates were 2.5, 2.75, 3%, we are moving homes faster now. There's less inventory now. Again, lock-in effect, an inability for municipalities and state government to get out of their own way and create growth in the state. This is a state going backwards, not forwards, in terms of development and construction and thinking about the next 10 years. It's been the story for so long, which is why we're at where we're at right now with this housing issue. Sales prices, okay, all-time high was set in April. Okay, April's rolling 12-month average sales price was $676,000. That's up 7.6%. The rest of the country is not anywhere close to that increase. In fact, the rest of the country is about sub 1% on year-over-year growth. Year-over-year on median sales price, we're up 6.8% to $469,900. New record once again on median sales price there. If we just look at the month of April, so just what happened in that 30 days, median sale prices inside the month beat the year-over-year number, the year-over-year blended median of 468. The median sales price in just the month of April, so just the sales that happened in those 30 days, was $480,000. It's the highest April ever all time for median sale prices in the state of Connecticut. The average in April for just the month of April was $711,000. Last April, which was formerly the record, was $669,000. $711,000 is the record April, and it's the second highest month for average sale price ever recorded, beating or coming in second to July of last year of 2025, $727,000. So as we clock in for May and June and July, the trend here, because this average sale price climbs over the next 3 months, because of the closings from the competition today. That's why I always say, sellers, if you're on in May, you can set a record. Mm-hmm. Okay. If you're going on the market in July, you're late. Okay. Being on the market in July means you're going to be a September price. If you want a June price, you're on the market in May. Okay. So these next couple months are going to set all-time records on average sale prices for single-family homes, and it's really just due. Rates are at 6.5. Trust me, there's not as many buyers today as there was in 2004 when I bought my house and they were giving away mortgages, or there's not as many buyers as there was in 2021 when the rates were low. There's a pent-up demand, yes. There's a lot of buyers who'd rather buy in Connecticut than Massachusetts and New York. Absolutely. There are buyers out there, but it feels so severe because of the restriction in inventory, in competition. And that's where sellers that are kind of pulling the trigger have this advantage of this price continuing to go up. Again, median average sale price, all at record highs. Homes for sale, guess what? We're down 1.5%, record low April, lowest April ever recorded, and that includes the panty years.